Hey, what is going on, guys? T.Sports15 here. Today we have the next episode of Minnesota Twins simulation franchise. And this series is actually coming down to a close. I'm going to try and wrap up a bunch of series. I'm not going to cut them short. I'm just going to try and pump out a ton of videos so the series can end before I go back to school in about a month. I know it's kind of scary to think, oh man, I don't want to go back to school, but some things, they just gotta happen. So I'm gonna try and cut back on series so I can still do YouTube while I go to school, which I'm definitely going to do. So I'm gonna try and wrap up this series. We're in 2016 now, so we're going into the 2017 season. So we're probably gonna do like a few more seasons. Like, we're not gonna cut this really short. We're probably gonna do like 10 seasons. And if I get this done really quick, I don't want to say that I will, but it's a possibility that I might start up another simulation franchise before MLB 14 before MLB 14 the show comes out. So here we go. We got the off season after we didn't do too well in the playoffs. We lost to Toronto in the first round of the playoffs. So let's go and see who we got. So we got about $30 million cap. We got to sign Cespedes, Hembry, and Bolden. Both have renewable contracts. So we're not even going to offer them contracts. Well, let's offer them small contracts just because we won't be able to afford anybody if we have to give these guys actual deals. De La Rosa, we're probably going to try and sign or maybe go to arbitration as well. We still have arbitration with Cespedes, and Gio Gonzalez we're just going to let go because we want Skaggs to come in the rotation this year. And then Shaw we're probably going to re-sign, and then we got a bunch of A potentials down here. So we'll start it off with Yoenis Cespedes. Let's see if we can get you down to like 12 mil. We can probably bump you down to like let's try 11, and then we'll offer you $10 million in arbitration. We'll offer you 10 mil. So actually, let's go 9.5. Okay, so Cespedes, he's our best player. I really want him back. We're gonna get him back either way because we offered him arbitration. So even if we have to pay him a little bit more, we're gonna get him back. So we're gonna offer Hembry. If we can get him 5 years for that, so that'd be crazy. But he's definitely not gonna do that. So if we can get him for 3 years for like $1 million, no. 2 years for 1.2. He likes that. 1.3 for 2 years. I'd do that if he would, but he's not even like halfway. Chris Bolden, he's probably our future of this team. He's 91 overall, A potential, and he's already 20. He's only 21 years old, so this guy's like the future of the franchise. If we can get you for 4 years, sure, no. He's probably gonna want like 2-year deal for 2.1. Nah. We'll get you in renewable. If we get you for 10 years for like $1 million, I would be crazily ecstatic with that deal. So okay, we'll offer you 2.1 for 10, 3 mil for 10, because he's gonna want, once he gets finished with renewable contracts, he's gonna want like $10 million. So okay, we'll offer you $4 million as final offer. Okay, $4 million, and then that's going to be like the best deal of all time if we can get this deal to go through. So we'll go 3 mil, and then here comes the $4 million. Okay, so $4 million for 10 years. That's a crazy deal if we can get that. De La Rosa, if we can get you down to like 5.5, I'd be good with that. 5.5, I'm good with that. We'll also offer you arbitration for $4 million. Yes, good with me. Gio, we're gonna let you go. You're already 31 years old, and I think he was like a 94 to start, and he's already gone down like 5 points. So we're gonna let you go. We're definitely gonna get Skaggs back. So if we can get you for like 4 years for like 1.5, no. He doesn't want any of that. He's probably going to want like $2 million for 2 years. Not even? Oh, man. So we're going to offer you arbitration. I'll give you $1.5 million in arbitration. So that's our offer for that. And then I'll offer you 2.5 for 3 years. I guess. So we still have like $5 million cap after offering all these guys like major deals. And just think, Hembury and Bolden, if they do need to be renewed, it's going to be a lot less. So we probably have a little bit more cap than it looks like. Brian Shaw, see if we can get you down to less than a mil. Let's give you exactly $1 million. There we go. And we'll offer you arbitration for 7,500K. So now these prospects down here, if we can get them for 10 years, it's always good to get prospects for long-term deals. Okay, 2 years. Oh, wait, these guys we don't have control of. Don't know why. Okay, we'll give you 500K for 4 years. Okay, 600K for 650 for 4 years. There we go. That should get him for 3 years. Tim McRae, who's probably the future at second base for this team. 4-year deal. I like that. And these guys down here will just give you normal deals. Because the 50s and like lower, then they'll probably not make it to the bigs. So we'll offer all them. So pretty much the only guy we're letting go is Gio Gonzalez, because we have support from Tyler Skaggs, who's already an 88 overall. He's only 25 years old. So we got this guy signed. I'm just looking for like the big guy. So Ruby De La Rosa's back. Tim McRae, that's a big one. 4 years we got him for. Second day, Brian Shaw. So we still got Cespedes out there. We still got like these guys out here. We're gonna let Gio go. How much does he want, anyways? Maximum roster says, because if he wants like 9 mil, then we could probably qualify him and then let somebody else take him. And then we can get an extra pick, which would be good. So we're going to go release somebody. Scott Diamond. Actually, let's go to Class A. Yeah, this guy right here, he's kind of terrible. 44 overall, C potential. So we'll let you go. That should probably let us go in. No, we need to release some more guys. So we'll go to Class A. 49 overall. A potentials. Nate Roberts. Triple A. Okay, we'll let these two guys here go. 40s overall and only with a B potential. They're probably not going to make it to the bigs. So I just want to go see. No, he only wants 4.5. So we're not going to qualify that. It's not worth it because he might accept it from us. So we got Cespedes back. Cespedes, either one. So yeah, these guys have been claimed. Don't really care. So we pretty much have most of our team signed, but Hembury's going to be renewed, Bolden's going to be renewed, and then Skaggs is going to be going to arbitration. So I would like to offer Chris Bolden a little bit more. So 10 years for 40 mil is what we offered him. So that was that's 4 mil a year. So we'll offer him 4.5 for 10 years again, because this could be, he's probably going to be our franchise player. So 4.5 for 10 years. Hopefully he takes that. That's probably the max we can go. We could probably go up to 5 million, but yeah. So we probably should have checked who's in free agency. We'll quickly do that, even though we really don't have any cap room. So let's go have a look at our team. We'll see. So we got starting pitchers. We have Bundy, Hultzen, Worley, De La Rosa, and Skaggs. That's pretty much our rotation set this year. Which we are going to get Skaggs back because he's going to arbitration. So yeah, that's pretty much our rotation this year. Danny Hultzen is starting to go down. If you look at the stats at the top, he's only 27 years old. So that's kind of weird. Our bullpen is going to be Hembury as the closer. Oh, dude, David Hernandez is probably going to need to trade you away. Your stats are really diminishing. I think he was like 94 overall last year, and now he's down to an 87. So Hembury's probably going to be the closer, and then if we keep Hernandez, he can be set up. How many years left are on Hernandez? Yeah, we don't want to keep him for that many years. In the middle relief, we got Robbie Ross, Shaw, Nate Jones, and Casey Fien, as well as Mason Melktakis, who I guess we have drafted or something. Catcher, we got Zunino for another year after this season. And then our backup is now an 80, so that's pretty good. First base, we still got Seno. And then we have, let's check prospects. Oh, yeah, let's check prospects as well. So we have this top 50 prospect, Lucas Galito, who we have for another 4 years. And then we have Richie Perez, who we have on a 10-year deal. So this guy probably going to be part of our future plan. He's only 22 years old. Both of them are only 22 years old. We have this guy, Felipe Vargas, who we have for 3 years. And then that looks, yeah, that's pretty much it. So we got 3 big prospects for starting pitchers. Closers, we really have no good prospects. Catching, we have a bunch of guys that they're like 60 or lower than 60, all 3 of them. So they're probably not going to be turning into big league players anytime soon. We have this Richie Vetter guy who he's probably going to go to renewable next season. Still under control of him. We also have this Augustine Melendez and this guy. So he's pretty much the biggest guy because he's top 50. So we got one big prospect there, but Miguel Sano is only 23 years old, so he's going to be here for the next little while at least. We got Rutledge at second base. He's only a B potential. So Ryan Perkins is the guy that is going to be our future. This guy is going to be our future second baseman, 100%. We have him for another 8 years after this season, so a total of 9 years remaining on his deal. And he's already 82 overall, 21 years old. He's going to play in the minors this year, and then we're going to see what we can do with Rutledge after this season. Rutledge still has like 3 years left on his deal after this season, so Perkins is definitely the future second baseman. And then Tim McRae, I don't know what we're going to do with you. We have so many depth players and stuff, so many depth prospects. So at third base, we have Brett Lawrie, who is a 94 overall, and we have Arenado, who's 88 overall. And Arenado is making a lot less money. So you guys were saying that I should trade away Brett Lawrie. I might be doing that nearing the end of the offseason, just because he's making like almost $8 million, and he's not worth that $8 million. He's probably worth it, but Arenado's good replacement, and we'd save almost $8 million. So shortstop, we have Jurickson Profar, who's going to be here for a long time. He's 24 years old. And we also have Alex Hansen underneath him. And then we have this Abreu guy. And then we have this guy right here, Omer Estrella, who's a top 50 prospect. So got a lot of shortstop depth there. Left field, we have Jonas Cespedes, and we have this Miguel Hernandez guy who's 84 overall already. We have Starling Marte as well, who's probably going to be a bench bat. So we got a lot of depth there. In center field, we got Jackie Bradley and Byron Buxton, so 2 really good center fielder. And then right field, we got Will Myers and Chris Bolden. So I don't know who's going to be playing. We might try to move Myers. We got a lot of, like, at every position, we have, like, 2 guys that are, like, superstars. So we have a lot of options to just have options. So let's see what we can do with Brett Lawrie right here. If we can go and trade him for like a bunch of top 50 prospects, wouldn't be opposed to that. But most of the top 50 prospects still need to be signed. So we're going to go in and we're going to make sure that our prospects are on the 40-man so they don't go to the Rule 5 draft. So he's not eligible. Nope. No. Richie Perez is a no. This Daniel Norris is a yes, so we're going to add Daniel Norris. Rodrigo Perez is a no. Felipe Vargas is a no. Omar Estrella is a no. Tim McRae, no. Garcia, Vazquez, Vetter. Anybody else? These guys down here probably, I'm pretty sure they're not. Yeah, I don't think they are. So all these guys down here, most likely not. If we lose one, then it's fine. So those guys are no's. So we're going to simulate past the day where you have to have your 40-man done. So we'll get that done. And then we're going to simulate up to the Rule 5 draft. So we're almost done with the month of November. We're going to go to the Rule 5 draft. And then we're going to go to arbitration with one guy, and then two guys are going to be renewed at the end of the offseason. And then at the end of the offseason, that's when I usually check if we need coaches. For my Blue Jays franchise, I just went in and I signed a good coach just because I wanted to, because like I actually play games and stuff. So let's see who's out here. Trevor May from our team. We can't pick our own guy up, I don't think. Any bullpen arms? David Peterson. I wouldn't mind picking up that Peterson guy. Let's scoop him up. We probably have at least one spot left in that bullpen, especially if we get rid of David Hernandez, and we don't really need anything else. So I'm going to go in, look how many bullpen arms we have. So we have Robbie Ross, Shaw, Nate Jones, Casey Fiend, this guy, don't know how to pronounce that, and then David Peterson. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, so our bullpen is good if we get rid of David Hernandez. If we don't get rid of David Hernandez, we're probably going to have to get rid of Casey Fiend, because he's the oldest guy. He's 33. He's going to really go down in stats really soon. So I'm thinking we're going to get rid of David Hernandez. He's making like almost $4.5 million. And then we're also going to try and get rid of Brett Laurie. So we're going to simulate up to the whatever it's called, the arbitration points. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so we are at February 1st, so we're going to simulate past this. This date right here is the arbitration hearing for Tyler Skaggs. So we're going to go up to it, and then we're going to simulate through it. This is probably the biggest day in our offseason. See how much money Tyler Skaggs is going to make. He probably wants like $8 million. I think we offered him like $4 million. So this is going to be a big day in the offseason, so hopefully the arbitration hearing sides with us. So we'll go through the day. And today was the arbitration hearing for Tyler Skaggs. The arbitration panel sided with Tyler Skaggs, but he only wanted less than $1 million. What? So we lost, but we technically won a little bit. So I guess Chris Bolden didn't want that. So I want to try this one more time. Wait. We've reached our maximum roster size. We're going to need to release another guy. So these guys down here, we'll release this guy. We'll go by position, see if there's any positions where we have a ton of depth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't want to release an 8 potential. We have a ton of first basemen, so we can get rid of you. Got a ton of second basemen, so we can get rid of one of these C potentials. Well, we can get rid of 2. That pretty much, yeah, that'll be good, I believe. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to try and make this deal for Chris Bolden up to $5 million, because that's how much room we have. So I'd like to do this deal, 10 years for $5 million for Chris Bolden. We'll give him a couple days to decide on that. So we upped it by a little bit. We'll go to the least amount of money for Hembry. And then this David Peterson guy as well. So Chris Bolden, will let that go for till this end of this week, and if he doesn't sign, then we'll renew his contract. So yeah, he didn't resign, so we're just going to renew his contract. We're going to try and do that same thing next year. So we saved a little bit of money. We have about $5 million left. So coaches, yeah, we're good. We got Don Mattingly. So yeah, we're good for coaches. And then we'll simulate through the offseason to finish it off. And then we're going to go look for some trades. Whoops. So simulate through this date. And we are done with that. So end spring training. And there we go. So we're probably good for bench bats. Yes. So we got a catcher. We got Arenado. So I want to get Bolden and Arenado in there. Myers could go to San? No. So we're probably going to have to bench Will Myers, which is kind of weird. It's either Myers or Chris Bolden. Bolden's only 21 years old. I really, really want to get him in there. And he's a switch hitter. So probably gonna bat Chris Bolden in there. Now we're gonna go look for some deals for Brett Laurie and David Hernandez. So if we can get a bullpen pitcher, I guess we can get Andrew Bailey, but he's 32. Mark Montgomery. Sorry. No. Who is out there that we could scoop up? Encarnacion, he's a little too old for my liking. Jose Reyes, Dickerson, Colby Rasmus, Bautista. We get Jose Bautista, but we really, really don't need another outfielder. So there's not really much that we need. We're just trying to dump these contracts off. If we can get like 2 or 3 top 50 prospects. Wait, was that a closing top 50 prospect? Closing pitcher top 50? Take Hernandez off. If we take Laurie off, no. So let's just do this deal. A potential third baseman, a potential starting pitcher, and a potential closer. So picking up 3 top 50 prospects for 2 guys that we're just trying to dump off. So I know you guys are going to say this is a bad deal, but we're picking up 3 top 50 prospects for 2 guys that we just really don't have room for, and they're making way too much money. So we're going to dump that off, and I kind of don't know if I should trade away Will Myers or do something about that. So what should I do about that? We also have Miguel Hernandez. We could trade away Yoenis Cespedes. He's making $10 million, and then we could just go total money balling. So anytime anybody asks for a lot of money, you sign him and then trade him. So trade away Yoenis Cespedes for... Actually, Cespedes is our best player, so we're going to keep Cespedes. So Starling Marte... Okay, Arenado's going to play 3-bag. So how are we going to make this lineup? So Jackie Bradley's going to lead off. Buxton is number 2. Buxton is such a nice player in this game, man. I love Buxton. So he's going to play center. Bradley's going to DH. And then Buxton's going to lead off here. I'm just going by like the top 4, okay? So we're going to do top 4 first. So Bradley, Buxton, Cespedes, Bolden. Buxton, Profar, Cespedes, Bolden. Buxton, no, this is with the DH. Buxton, then where's DH? Buxton, Bradley, Buxton, Cespedes, Myers, no, Bolden. Then should we bat Bolden 4? He's got 84 power. Okay, let's just go by, first start off with the right-handed pitchers, power. Okay, so Bolden's got 83. He's got the most power on our team. Left-handed. Well, Sano has 99 against lefties. So I think against lefties, it's going to be Sano. Let's just make it Sano every time. So Sano's got a ton of power, guys. I'm not even joking about that. So Sano, then it's going to be Bolden. Sano, Bolden. Okay, Sano, Bolden. Then who's next? Do Zunino next. Zunino. Then we could go Profar. Then Profar bats there. We go, yeah, I like Profar. Actually, let's go Arenado, Rutledge, Profar. Arenado, Rutledge, Profar. No, let's go Profar, Rutledge. And then Rutledge will bat 8 whenever we have no DH. So it's like that. And then Arenado comes in. This is very complicated because we have 2, like our top 2 hitters are DH and then not. So Bradley, no, it's Arenado right there. So yeah, I think our lineup's set. So yeah, our lineups are pretty set. So we have our lineups done. We got Bradley, Buxton, Cespedes, Sano, Bolden, Zunino, Arenado, Profar, Rutledge. So our team's looking really good. We'll go to pitching. We got Bundy, Holtzen, Ruby De La Rosa, Worley, and Skaggs. And then in the bullpen, we got Hembry. And then setups are going to be Not Pedersen. Let's go Brian Shaw. Okay, who has good clutch ratings? Uh, we'll go. Let's go. I like Robbie Ross. We'll go Nate Jones and Casey Fiend. And then middle relief is Ross, Shaw, Pedersen. At the deadline, we might go for a setup man because we really don't have any setup man. Because Robbie Ross is kind of like a middle long reliever. Shaw, same thing. So yeah, we can call up one more pitcher. We could call up Trevor May. He's a B potential. So we're going to call up May. It's either May or Myers. I'd rather just have May, I guess. So we'll call you up. He has the long reliever. And we need one more bench bat. We probably have another guy in the minors somewhere. Don't want to call up Perkinson. Alex Hansen. Wait, do we need... Yeah, it's got to be an infielder. Could it be Alex Hansen, and then we just keep Profar as the main guy? Yeah, let's call up Alex Hansen. So that's our lineup there. Got our bench is Myers, this Rohul thing guy, then Alex Hansen, and then Starling Marte, and then in the bullpen, that's that. So we pretty much set our whole lineups. We should be number one team. Yeah, we're fifth? You drunk? We're fifth? Who has a better team than us? Name one team that has a better team than us. Okay, first place is the Blue Jays. Let's go check out their lineup. See what they got. What? A lineup with Sin-Soo Choo in it? What? This is dumb. Okay. We have a way better lineup than them. They have a pretty good bench, I'd say. That's pretty much it. Their rotation. Our rotation is better than theirs. Their bullpen is pretty close now that we gave them Hernandez and Lowry. So yeah, it's pretty close, I'd say, but we have a better team than anybody. We're winning the World Series, guys. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.